Houston, hello. Glad to have you with us at NRG Stadium as we are set to find out who will walk away with the trophy as champion of the Tax Act Texas Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The offense set for a first down play. Wide out in motion. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Great move. Now he's got room. Nothing but green ahead. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Finds his tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Back open in the middle. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking to throw, it's Gentry. He'll pull it down. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down. And
fires into traffic, intercepted. The 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Quarterback adapting. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
The Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Trying to find his man on 1st down. They're working that left side. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Quickly out to the tight end. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He's going to bring it out from deep. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Line gets set, 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there's so many festivities surrounding it, Jesse. What do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team. There's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes. Bourbon Street getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 deep. Hard to forget that.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's going for a big play downfield. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
Well, I love the job by the coaching staff there defensively, matching the personnel of the offense, putting their dime package out on the field. So you bring out the extra defensive back, you're anticipating a pass. Perfect timing to run that personnel to get the pick.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense probably has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? He's looking to throw it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I'll tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
Dropping back, it's Gentry. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And come on now, O-line. You've got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He makes a catch. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, the defense just needs to do a better job on that critical situation. That was a golden opportunity to get off the field, but quarterback and receiver, they were just better on that one. Nice throw. Nice job by the receiver getting his feet in bounds.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. On the move at the 30. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
They go to the ground. How about that determined run inside the red zone? He's got 6. It's down at the 12. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll try the run. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that one play.
And the Wildcats trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking for a man. It's Gentry. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
You try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. He's got it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on 3rd down. Motion from the offense. Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Working the middle, it's complete. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, fourth down, offense has to make a decision.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Yeah, these guys are just on the same page. They rep this play in practice over and over and over for this exact type of situation. QB, there was no question where he was going with that football in that play.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.